All right, now the next section is let's add additional column to our data set. Let's add additional column here. All right, let's call the maybe places. So now the question is, how do I manually add additional column? All right. Okay, so we are going to use the um, transform data, and then that would take us to the Power Query editor. So click on transform data. Okay, it will open into a new window. So let's bring this back to our screen. So that's the transform data. So this is the Power Query editor, right? And then as you see is under home, you can have transform, you can have data column, you have different um, features there. You have view, you have tools, you have help. We can walk through all of these at some point. So the home here, so if you look at the population city UK, that's the table name, or here you can call it the query name. So you have the query. Now you have the table here showing in this section. Then you have the query setting. Okay, you can turn this off, and then of course you can bring it back on. I will show you all of that later. And then you can rename this, and then that will be renamed as well. Or you can use to double click here to rename, and that will give you the same name as that. So for example, if I take the UK out, you see that's what I'm talking about. And if you bring it back on here, so that'll come back here as well. All right, so let's add additional column here. So you see a gearbox under the source. Okay, all of these apply step gives you a kind of a formula here. This chain type, that's another formula. All right, so go to the source, click on the gearbox. Okay, and then you can add additional. So click that, and let's call this places. And then you can add additional column called this Union Street. Okay, I'll pause the video, and then we can add more of those data. Right. If you notice, I've entered the places. For some of you that know those places, you discover that these are the most popular streets in this area. Okay. All right, let's click OK. All right, let's click OK. That's it, added. And then you can then see close and apply. So we can click the close on the drop down beside. You can close and apply, and that will close this tab. So let's close and apply. Let's do this. Okay, if I click apply, let's just click apply and see what will happen. Apply. Okay, we've clicked that, applied. Now I want you to notice something. Places is been added. You see that? Okay, and notice you see population here. This is showing as text, the population. All right, the data type. This is called, what you see is data type. Okay, this is data type. So this one population is showing as text. It's not actually text. Remember, I first um, initially I changed it to text, so I forced it back to show to act as a number, isn't it? Let's just take it back here. So if you want to change that data type here, okay, so you can pick O number here, and then it's asking you, are you sure you want to insert the step? Okay, so it's asking you if you want to insert the step. Cancel that, and I'll show you what's happening here. If you click yes, let's click. All right, so added another step. All right, I really don't want that. I don't want this step added here. Okay, it moved. Look at this on the tab in the table formula here, the formula bar. You can see the population is turn it to integer type 64. Okay, int 64 dot type. So that's the value. Okay, the 1231, the whole number is changed it. But I don't want it to act like that, so I'll cancel it. To cancel that step you just added, just use the cross sign here, delete. Okay, so you can do just that. So I selected these to change, but you select this one here, all right, and then all right. So okay,